Hi there, it's me, Camila Rose, and welcome back to another video. Taurus, it's your turn. We're doing Winter Solstice for Taurus. Let's see what's coming up for you this season. We'll start with a general card that's going to give us your energy, and then we'll do each month, and then we'll do an outcome along with a oracle. So what's the main card for Taurus this season? Ooh, you get the Devil card. All right, so we're looking at our coping mechanisms. We're looking at our attachments. Perhaps we are disconnecting, or perhaps we are leaning into, but either way, it's Saturn energy, it is Capricorn energy. We have the Devil here who is standing over a figure that looks like what we would presume to be the Devil, with two individuals with chains around their necks. One has fire on their tails, one has fruit. They're reflections of the Lover's card. So now we are dealing with the outcomes of the choices that we have made and the attachments of how they have shown up for us. Whether you make a choice that is good for you or bad for you, or whatever way, you will form some form of an attachment. So let's see what we're doing with that. In January, we have the Nine of Swords. So you're feeling stressed out. You're stressing out, Taurus. Why are we stressing out? We're feeling like something is our fault. That's the pomegranates. We're feeling like we are taking the blame for things. You are trying to have a little too much control, which might be one of your coping mechanisms. And because something didn't quite work out the way that you thought that it would, you're feeling some of the guilt, some of the pressure from that. You're overthinking, you're stressing out about it. And it's something that's time to release that. You have a Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You're unable to relax and really enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're stressing out, which is making you perhaps lean a little bit into, I have to do more, I have to make more, I have to make more money, I have to find more comfort, I have to build up ways to ensure my security. I cannot rest and enjoy these things. And then the Three of Wands upright, which is saying that this is a push to really get you to let go of the past and look towards the future. This uncomfortable energy, this nine that's here. Nine is all about, so this uncomfortable energy here. The nines are about being almost at the completion, almost at the end, almost at the goal, at the final stage of the swords, which is saying that like the worst of it is over. The overthinking and the anxiety. The Nine of Pentacles, which is saying like you've built up the legacy and you've finished it, is really pushing you to let go of the past. There are things that you're holding on to, things that you are feeling the weight of the choices that you have made previously. And in order for you to actually be able to build the vision of where you are going, to be able to look forward and off into the distance, to be able to, you're going to have to turn your back on what has happened and allow yourself to really be present and then start dreaming of what is to come. In February, we are looking at a Page of Cups. How delightful. Page of Cups is all about a rebirth emotionally. It's all about looking at what is this in this cup, this fish. What does this fish mean? What drives me? What gives me a sense of joy and satisfaction and fulfillment? And can I be open to this very youthful sense of love and connection and of relationships? What are our clarifiers? We get a Two of Pentacles and we get a Seven of Pentacles. So this space where you felt that uncomfortable tension, where you were stressing out about your finances and your health and things like that, this youthfulness, this new vision, this new perspective is really saying that, you know, one, you have choices, you have options. You have things that you're working on, passions. And with the Two of Pentacles, we're looking at someone who's juggling this. It's a lot more lighter. It's a lot more fun. And it's saying that you can have all of these things. You do not have to necessarily worry about picking one or the other, but you are going to have really good boundaries. So if you have been overextending yourself because you've been caught up in the past, because you've made connections or you have made commitments that are no longer working for you, you're really going to have to look at what is it that I need to maybe let go of in order to maintain and to actually be able to follow through with what it is that fills my cup and makes me feel joyful and as if I'm enjoying what's happening. Then we have a Seven of Pentacles, which is all about patience. It's all about not pulling up the seeds or the fruits of what you've done before they've been ready to actually be harvested. So you have to learn how to lean back and how to continue to just do this work and go through this journey without feeling the rush and the need to kind of push and to force things to move forward or to change. And so the Devil card really here is we're looking at these attachments and unhealthy coping mechanisms and the things that we feel trapped by. It is one, we're looking at a mental situation here, the way that we've been thinking, the way that we've been considering and understanding and viewing what's been going on with us. And then two, this urgency, this like underlying, will I be able to get everything done? And if so, what do I have to do? How do I make it happen? So just allowing a little bit more of that space and that calmness. And then for March, we have a 5 of Wands, conflict. Okay, so we're looking at either internal or external conflict, but this is a rise. This is a push. This is a forward progression, which is good for you because you started off with the 3 of Wands, which is saying that you are looking forward to the future, but that is making you feel a little bit uncomfortable. It is this push towards the instinctual, the intuitive growth. It's pushing you out of your comfort zone once again. We get a clarifier of the Justice card, which is indicating to me that this is an external form of 5 of Wands. So there might be some friendly competition where you are planting the seeds and doing multiple things. You might find that there are others in your industry who are doing similar things or who you see, and perhaps you are comparing yourself to them. But it's friendly competition. This should be something that feels like inspiration, not necessarily something that makes you feel like you should no longer do this. And there's a bit of justice here. There's a bit of balance that's happening. Because as we mentioned with the 9 of Swords, there's something here that didn't go quite the way you wanted it to. And you internalized taking the blame for that. And what you're realizing that this really was something outside of your control that you had nothing and could have done nothing about. There is a balancing that is coming in for this. And this balancing is showing up in this like, okay, this is something that, maybe you were told it wasn't valuable, or you told that you made the wrong choice, or you feel like you committed to something that you cannot see through to the end. And that the way that it went sideways was something that if you had just made a different choice, if you had just took a different route, if you had just taken action at a different time, you would have been able to adjust. And you realize that that's not true, because this conflict, this space of growth was coming either way. Let's see what your last one is for March. We get an 8 of Pentacles. Lots of Pentacles here, Taurus. Lots of your lovely earthy energy. An 8 of Pentacles is suggesting that this is a time for you to put your head down and do the work, to really become the expert. As you can see, they have 6 of these Pentacles up against the wall, working on one on the floor. There is the village in the background. So this is a time when you're really just putting your head down and really saying, okay, this is what I have wanted to shift towards. This is what I am agreeing to attach myself to. I'm not going to avoid this through anxiety and overthinking, or leaning into childish fantasies, or getting into meaningless arguments, or comparing myself to other people so that I never actually take action. I'm going to allow myself to really learn everything I need to know in order to really make sure that this area that I want to see this growth, that I realized here, oh my gosh, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I can't sit back on my laurels and just enjoy all of the work that I've done, because I'm not where I need to be. There's still more for me to learn. I still need to get to this next level. And then from there, although you're not necessarily receiving the recognition that you would like, they're not in the village. They're not becoming, the craftsmen that other people are looking towards for advice, or saying, look how great they've done. You are understanding that this is an area that you can grow into. All right, let's get your outcome for Winter Solstice for our lovely Taurus. It was a little sideways, but you get this the Star card. And the Star card is all about hopes, dreams, and wishes coming true. This is a very good, positive card for you, Taurus, to get for your outcome. It is suggesting that it's interesting, because the energy that we start off with does feel like a little bit of annoyance, and a little bit of feeling caged, feeling trapped, and sadness, anxiety that there was something that you wanted that just didn't work out well, and that you're feeling some type of way about it. And the Star card is saying that that wish, that dream is still coming true, and that there's a healing that's coming from this experience. Ooh. Affirmation, affirmation, affirmation. 6 of Wands, which is saying you will overcome. Balance is being restored. Justice will be served. You are overcoming this obstacle, this conflict, this 5 of Wands, so that you will gain victory through the 6 of Wands. So yes, do not get distracted. Do not lean into pettiness. Do not lean into childish, emotional avoidance or anxiety. Really stay focused on whatever it is that is the goal. Allow yourself to recognize where you are deviating from what it is you need to be doing and where you need to get back on track. Put your head down and focus, because you come out on top in the end. You get the Star card, which is your wish or dream coming true. You get the Six of Wands, which is overcoming the adversity and gaining victory. And you get the Ace of Swords, which is like this opens you up to a new point of view, a new idea, and actually pushes you to the new way of thinking about this entire situation, which I think is perfect as we head into spring equinox. Let's get your Yule Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch deck. You got 2 as well, or maybe even more than that. Let's see what we got. Oh, you got quite a few. Okay. You got number 11, falling in love. The thorns of roses rip open the heart only for thy petals to bleed into thy soul. So there's a deep connection that'll be showing up for you this winter solstice. And to me, it looks like falling in love with what you have decided to pursue as your passion, that is related to your health and related to your finances. Perseverance, stay in thy power, dear child, for thy lonely is never alone. When the world is dreadful upon thy, turn to the spirits within thee. So to me, this is really saying, do not give up. This is all of this, because there's some anxiety that's coming in strong in January, which if you stay here, you will not do the work. You will not have the rebirth. You will not have the experience and the push and the support that you realize that actually sees you through to the end. You will be able to make this work, but it means you cannot give up. You must persevere and keep going. We get Mother Mary, which says, into the arms of a mothering embrace, wells of wisdom full of grace. In thy bosom, where she whispers, sleeps the eye of winter. And this, I really feel like is this Page of Cups. This Page of Cups that is saying that like there is a nurturing, caring, youthful part of you that is needing to be held and needing to be told that, hey, we can do this. We can make this happen. Plant the seeds. Be patient. Don't give in to the temptation of distraction and of fear of not being able to actually see this through to the end. So that is your winter solstice reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos. I will have your 2026 readings coming up soon, and I will also have a winter solstice reading, which I think I'll just leave as these, and the new moon and Sagittarius reading that'll be coming up this month. And so I have really appreciated having you here. Comment down below what you're looking forward to and what is the thing that you're working on that maybe is giving you a little anxiety as you move into 2026. What are you looking to perfect in skills, and what are you maybe wanting to really see come up for you in 2026? I will see y'all later. Have a great one. Bye-bye.